if you don't take anything away from this video, think about this. I used to say to myself, what could I have done different to make my life better? What did I do? What could I have done to make it better? I don't do that anymore. You a little bit confused with the title and who's on the picture? Yeah, Chuck and Paige probably are too. Squirrel! Hey guys, what's going on? I know the title is probably confusing for a lot of people. If you've never seen this channel, obviously this is not Chuck and Paige's channel, No Time to Be Sad. And I'll explain why that's in the title. 20 seconds to Thailand Rob. And there is a channel on YouTube called No Time to Be Sad. And that is Chuck and Paige's YouTube channel. The link is right there, and also in the description. And before we go any further, I've already talked to Chuck about this. We're good. This is what I want to make this video about, is my version of No Time to Be Sad and his version of No Time to Be Sad are not the same, but they're very close. In 3 weeks, I'm going to be heading back to America after being in Thailand for 8 years. 8 years. I don't even know how long Chuck's been here. I think Chuck's been here 6 or 7. I don't know. Chuck and I are not close enough. We don't live close enough to each other to be like buddies, but we are, when we are in the same area, we do hang out. We've hung out a couple of times, and Pattaya usually is where we always meet up. But his channel is completely different from mine. His is a life and experience with a wife, family, just a whole big experience that is nothing like mine. But what we have in common is the title of his channel, No Time to Be Sad. Now, anyone that ever remembers my channel from the beginning, which was frickin' 8 years ago and so long that most people don't even know those videos, I came over to Thailand and I never left. But what you might not know if you haven't seen the old videos is why I haven't left. Now, here is the difference between Chuck's version of No Time to Be Sad and my version of No Time to Be Sad. I called Chuck the other day and I was asking him for permission to use this title. And he said, yeah. He said, I got no problem with you using the title at all. I said, well, people are gonna think that I'm trying to take your subscribers. Not. Probably it's the same people watching both channels either way. I mean, most of the people that watch Thai videos either watch all of our channels and other people's channels, or they know of us and they either prefer one channel with the family style or prefer the crazy bald guy that has no idea what he's doing and talks way too much. But when I called Chuck that day, I asked him, I said, I have a thought about a video I want to make about I'm not sad, I don't have time to be sad, and what the title of your channel means to me. And he said, that's completely fine. And he explained it to me. He said the reason I named the channel that was when I was back, he says when he was back in America, he felt like there was no time for him to sit there and just worry constantly about bills and what to do next and agendas. And I guess you would just basically say the American rat race, where you get stuck in this cycle that you can't get out of. Now, I'm paraphrasing. He told me some of that. I'm paraphrasing. If you really want to know what his belief is, you really have to watch his channel from the beginning. Because, you know, that's where, watch any of our YouTube channels in the beginning. Just look, oh man, if you go to any of our channels and you do a reverse search on the date, and you go and you see our first videos and how good and bad and crazy they were, you'll actually see, especially on my channel, a scared person walking around, but excited to be somewhere other than where I was. Now, saying no time to be sad, here is what happened to me. The reason I'm still here, going on 8 years. When I was in America, I was doing fine with the job, had the girlfriend, job, life, raised the kid, had the house, living in Florida, which is really, really nice, in Sarasota area, which was palm trees. It's basically like Thailand with a big white beach. I mean, it was really, really cool, good paying job. Totally couldn't stand almost every day. Every day I would wake up and I just didn't want to even get out of bed. It was just so miserable. Making good money, having great friends. Relationship, no. Relationship ended 3 years before I got here, so that would have been 2012. Relationship ended in 2012. Job ended in 2015, and I got here in 2015. But saying no time to be sad in America every day. After I woke up and got ready for work, I would tell myself something positive, like I would do this different. I will do this better. I will. It was terrible. You had to do a mantra. I had to do a mantra every day to get through the day and think, how can I make this better? The other thing that bothered me a whole lot that I don't do, and I haven't done in 8 years, is I used to question, what could I have done different? If you don't take anything away from this video, think about this. I used to say to myself, what could I have done different to make my life better? What did I do? What could I have done to make it better? I don't do that anymore. I don't have the income coming in anymore. Even the YouTube channel's fallen after 8 years, of course. Patreon, COVID, everything has been so bad. But even with all of that, suppressing the channel and suppressing the income that I was trying to make, I do not question myself every day on what could I have done better. Coming over here without knowing anybody with 2 suitcases and $4,000 US, it's the craziest thing I've probably ever done, except for probably dating that last girl. That was pretty crazy, but she was hot. But I did it. And I used to sit, I'm not in the same area of Bangkok. I used to sit at a table just like this. And I would have a Coca-Cola every morning. Well, I'd have coffee, then I'd go have a Coca-Cola and with the big tall Coke bottle with real sugar, by the way. And I would set the camera far enough back that you could see what was going on behind me, sort of like what's going on here. And it was a wonderful way to wake up and meet you guys. And you guys were like, wow, this guy doesn't have a car, doesn't have a motorbike, doesn't have any friends in Bangkok, and somehow is making it and seems to be happy, and I am. 8 years later, to this day, happy as I can be. And actually happy, looking forward to go back to America to see friends and family. But wait, I'll be back there within 2 weeks, and I'll be ready to come back here, because when I get back over there, every time I try to hang out with people, they're still stuck in the rat race and they don't have time to go out and do stuff or hang out. Maybe I'll get a couple of days and we'll have a couple of drinks. Maybe we'll have dinner. I'll get to see my family and they're fine. But it is just not the same as being in Thailand. So no time to be sad. Over here, I've never been sad. I've been upset a couple of times about when I first got here, falling for a girl that I shouldn't have. That happens anywhere you go in life. But I've learned after that, that was all still in my head from the crap that I had learned back in America and the way I would feel about somebody. Now over here, it's just more being a free spirit, more like Buddhist, and just take day by day. Don't plan too much, don't think too much, don't worry too much. Everything's gonna be sabai, sabai, sabai. Whereas in America, everything was like, oh my God, I got these bills coming up. This is gonna happen. How do we plan for a vacation? Planning for a vacation in America. Or, oh, there's 2 things. Planning for a vacation. The stress level in taking time off of work in America. Think about that. There is so much stress when you're thinking about taking time off. What? The other thing, after having my operation and having surgery over here, was heaven forbid that happens to anyone in America without some kind of crazy, wonderful health insurance plan. Because if you do, then for the rest of your life, you've got them over your shoulder just going, hey, you know, you still owe us for the $1 big gazillion surgery that we did on you, and we're sorry that you don't have insurance. I never understand, but anyway, over here, I went to the doctor. I saw the surgeon on one day. You know what I had to pay the surgeon? See him in person without an appointment? Guess what I had to pay? $120 US. And that's at Bumrungrad, which is the most prestigious hospital in all of Southeast Asia. Same day, walked in, said hello, got a quote, 120 bucks out the door. Now, surgery, That's going to be in the next video. That's going to be a next video. That was 550,000 baht. Now, I'll explain why it was so much in the video coming up. But I just wanted to tell you guys, Chuck came over here from Texas. I came from Florida. We both realized over here is way, way better than whatever was going on in his life or my life back over there. Completely different history, completely different lifestyles, but I know so many people have moved over here years ago because of me. Now there's so many YouTubers, people are moving over here because they see that people do come over here and they're happy and they drink my favorite beer, which is Leo. And I want to thank all you Patreons and members that kept me going over here and still keep me going over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. And without you, I wouldn't have been able to make it 8 years, I don't think. But I tell you what would have happened. If everything fell apart tomorrow, I'd go back to America, I'd get a job, I'd save as much money as possible just to get an airplane ticket, a one-way ticket, just like I bought when I came over here the first time, and I'd come back over here. By the way, I'm flying Qatar Airways. This is not a sponsored promotional video, but that's who I flew over here with the first one-way ticket. And this coming up, I'm flying back to go see everybody, and I'm flying with them again. I really, really like the airline. I like Emirates too, but Qatar really goes to the areas that I need to go when I get there, and that's it. So if you clicked on this channel by accident because of the title, hello, and I'm sorry about that. But again, the link, if you have never been to Chuck's page, Chuck and Page's, say that 3 times in a row. Chuck and Page's YouTube channel. Chuck and Page's YouTube channel. Then the link is down here. The link is in the description. The link is in the comment. And well, you've seen it. I've done that before. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Woody, don't forget that.